What's up, my Fina loves? It's Miss Fina D coming to you all from Vina Entertainment News. So normally I'll give you a breakdown and then I'll be like, yes, the new content. But because most of you are aware of this situation, I'm going to give you what Quad said first, and then the end of the video is going to be for the people who are new here, saw my content, click on it, but have no clue about the history and how all of this started. I will include those clips at the end. But recently, Quad was on a platform after the reunion, and this is what she had to say about Phaedra Parks.
It's only right that we go ahead and get off with Miss Married to Medicine, honey, because it was a lot of hot pipe and tea being spilled. During the reunion part one, I expressed that I felt like Phaedra Parks, child. Y'all know Miss Phaedra Parks, honey, came over from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now she's down to the Married to Medicine. I felt like she really turned her back on me when she said, why would she attach herself to the Titanic? I said, oh my God, child. I did not know that I was the Titanic. I thought I was the dog who helped anchor her for the next 3 years on Married to Medicine. I'm just saying, a little shady. Yes, it was. I felt like I was just expecting that I deserved a tad bit more loyalty. I do understand that she wants to keep her spot because the Kandi Bears benched her for 5 years. So I do understand her wanting to keep her Married to Medicine. However, how could she come in if she's brand new to this particular group? Why would she come in and say, well, Miss Quad needs to humble herself? How do you know that? Where are you getting that information from? And we had a long-standing relationship, and no matter who told me not to deal with her across the globe, especially here in Atlanta, it was my choice to continue to be her friend because she had never done anything to me.
Well, I've said it all in my previous videos on this topic, but before I leave you all with those clips, Phaedra is not successful, or the Phaedra that everyone remembers when she's not lying on someone, when she's not conniving, when she's not below the gutter, when she's not trash, when she's not just this evil person, or when she's not being a traitor, pun intended, okay? Phaedra is only successful in that girl and Phaedra when she's evil. And that's the reason why every other little show she's been on, trying to keep her name out there, she's not giving the Phaedra we all know, the Phaedra we want that back, because the person that she presented to everyone, okay? Low down, dirty, below the barrel. And that's the reason why it worked for those types of people on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, because I don't rock with anyone that's just evil like that. But there are some people who like that. So kudos to those people, not judging you. Good for you. Okay? So in order for Phaedra to come back to Married to Medicine and for her time on there to be successful, she needs a fight, or she needs a moment with someone. In order for Quad to be successful, because both Quad and Phaedra are not Married to Medicine, they need a storyline that's going to be entertaining to the people. So even if this is a storyline, Quad and Phaedra having beef, having an issue, dragging each other, will be a great storyline for the both of them. So Quad saying at the reunion, I would love to salvage our friendship, and then now saying in different interviews how Kandi bent Phaedra, knowing how Phaedra is not here for Kandi, even though she's delusional for having that mindset after what she did to Kandi. This would create the type of juicy storyline and back and forth that people are looking for from Phaedra. Now, whether Phaedra falls into it and have her moment with Quad, we shall see. But if Phaedra wants to keep that check coming in, because trust me, you can sign a contract, but these networks have their way of getting out of it. They can say, well, we owe you this amount. Here's your money. Next, we don't want you. Saying that because according to this tweet right here by Quad, she helped Phaedra sign on for the next 3 years. Okay, so Phaedra is locked into a contract, just the way how people were screaming for Drew to get fired after her first season. But Drew signed I think 2 a 3-season deal or whatever. Exactly. However, a network can say, you know what, we're going to buy you out of it. Yeah, here's your money. Bye. If they really want you gone, there's always loopholes to get you out of here. And if Phaedra doesn't do the whole Phaedra versus Quad, the network could say, we gave you grace and let you rock your first season on Married to Medicine. Now you have to deliver. Now you have to give us the Phaedra that we and the supporters are expecting. So this could be a Phaedra versus Quad season that will distract the network and the viewers from, where's your man? Where's the medicine, all of this, okay? Because we don't see no married or medicine within your story. So this is something here that could be very interesting. Also, remember, when all of that happened on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and then Phaedra Parks' ex-husband came out, Apollo came out and said, look, man, I lied on Kenya, okay? He admitted it. People apologized to Kenya. Kandi apologized to Kenya, even though Phaedra was holding on. Phaedra attempted to move on with Kenya, went on that trip with Kenya, and they attempted to get back in a good space. And that's when Phaedra realized, okay, a little cute freaking frack moments with Portia, it's not going to cut it. And with Apollo heading back to prison or was already in prison, I need to make something happen quick. Make fetch happen. Do something. And that's when she tried to switch up on Kenya again. And everyone was like, where is this coming from, girl? Like, you are weird. So when Kenya thought it would be a great idea to throw a divorce party for Phaedra to cheer her up, even though Phaedra was doing backflips internally, that man was no longer in her life. And now she had the justification to divorce him, even though, yes, he's the father of my children, and I'm sad that they will not be able to see their father. Listen, I'm a great mom. I can handle this. I'll be all right. But this was her perfect opportunity to say, aha, Kenya Moore is being the terrible Kenya Moore again, and I can use this for the reason why I'm flipping at her. And she tried to hold on to, I'm upset over again because Kenya Moore had a divorce party for me and she's evil. And no one bought it because it was like, girl, you pray with this woman. Y'all went on trips together. If her throwing you a divorce party to cheer you up is insulting to you, pull her to the side. Kenya, I know that you're coming from a good place. You want to cheer me up, but nothing about this situation is worth celebrating. Thank you. Next. That's it. That's it. But people realize that Phaedra is aware, just like Portia, being friends with Kenya Moore is not beneficial to their storyline. And so when she realized, okay, both things were not working, in came, I have to now create this massive and disgusting lie against Kandi Burruss. And that's the only way I can stay on the show, and it backfired and blew up in her face. So now on Married to Medicine, she's been dragged all season as a huge disappointment. And so it's possible that she and Quad could have their moments, and that both Phaedra and Quad are in on this. Both Phaedra and Quad are aware that they're not married to medicine, and they need to make this happen. Or it's genuine that, listen, I really looked out for you, and this is what you did to me, betray me. However, the reason why, this is a storyline is more believable is because I don't care how amazing you are. Watching Phaedra Parks' history, there's no way you're going to go into a friendship with that woman with blinders on. And they've been cool for a long time off camera, but you bring camera in a mix, you know how she moves, you know her history. So I'm refusing to believe that Quad is shocked that, Phaedra did me like this. Girl, bye. And just a quick reminder, Quad and Heavenly already tried this and it failed miserably. We're going to pretend like we don't like each other. Okay, I'm hanging out with Dr. G, new wife. You are his ex-wife. I'm aware of what you told us and the history, and yet I'm over here kicking it with the new wife. Oh my gosh, I feel betrayed and all of that. And then Quad allegedly was doing too much, so Heavenly then hops on YouTube And she's like, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and spill it, okay? I'm the reason why Quad even have a storyline and Quad have a few episodes, okay? If I didn't encourage Dr. G and Letitia to come on the show, there would be no Quad and no storyline. Because why are you? You're not even married to medicine, my love. That's one. Secondly, why is Quad behaving like this is all new when years ago when Dr. G brought this woman to another event, we took pictures, we sent it to you, so you've been aware of her, okay? We all kiki laughed about it. Let's start there. And actually, instead of being mad at me, you should be thanking me because of me. You now have a storyline because the reason why I encouraged them to come on because Heavenly thought it was going to be the new wife versus the ex-wife, and Letitia was going to be insecure to go after Quad, but she's not, okay? Now, Letitia will have a moment with Quad at the reunion. And I actually broke this story and talked about it way before any previews were out. I did a video and everything on it, and I included all of the clips, almost 7 minutes of clips of Quad going around in interviews, Instagram lives, everywhere, clowning Letitia, okay? But because it's not shown on TV and not everyone is on social media checking what these ladies are doing, majority of Quad supporters are not aware of these clips. Well, Letitia saw these clips, saw some of the videos. Some of those things will be brought up at the reunion. And exactly what I said in that video. Quad is going to sit there and say, but what did I do? And what did I say to have you so upset? I didn't do nothing. So for those of you who missed that video, I have linked it in the description below for you all to see why Letitia and Quad are going to have their moments. Of course, there are other things that are beyond what's in my video, but yes, they will finally have that moment that Heavenly and Quad desperately wanted. I mean, you don't ask this woman to hug her husband's neck, your ex-husband. You done made remarks about, I've already had the D. You all saw the clip. If you didn't, you will see it again. There's just been so much, and the bachelorette party, and each time she's just smiled through it all. Yeah, desperately wants to prove that she's jealous, bothered, or insecure, and each time she's paid all of you dust. And even after those moments, some of you still try to find a loophole and say, oh, she was this or he was this, when these people been very kind, accepting, and understanding towards Quad because they are avoiding that narrative. Well, I said those videos already, but I will link it in the description below. And so after Heavenly did all of that, there was no reason to keep it up, oh, I'm upset because, okay, yeah, I'm upset that she's revealing these things, but if she did not do some things behind the scenes, I wouldn't be here. So what am I upset about? And so after it all, you saw Heavenly and Quad on Instagram Live recently as if nothing happened. So we shall see if Phaedra and Quad are able to maintain this so that it's believable when the season starts, or they might just go back to, you know what, let's put it all behind us and let's move forward in a positive way because I'm sick and tired of either or. It's either me or you, or you know how reality TV is, like they did with Quad and Mariah. Exactly. So we shall see. Now, for those of you who missed all of my updates with this situation, I'm going to go ahead and include those clips now. For those of you who are updated on all of it, I guess the video is over for you here. But if you want to stay and watch to support the channel, that's up to you. I'm wishing all of you well and take care. Because when Phaedra was asked all of this at the reunion, she basically referred to Quad as the sinking ship, the Titanic, and she did not want to be over there on the Titanic. How disgusting. But like I said, Quad had to learn for herself. There's no way you've watched this woman on TV, you've heard about her history, and you still went in there with blinders on. I'm all for getting to know people for yourself. However, still be cautious. Don't go in there with blinders on And so for Phaedra to sit there on that platform, get caught in so many lies. You know, first it was she told Quad she had to stop at the pharmacy, okay, to get medicine. And she was running late for her flight. Then she told Toya it was her son's birthday, and because of that. Then on the show, she said it's because it was Toya's trip, and she did not want to be messy by bringing Quad on Toya's trip when she was already messy by bringing Quad to Letitia, bachelorette party, bridal shower, whatever it was. So, I mean, she could have kept it right there. She could have said, you know what, I'm turning over a new leaf than the previous I was on. I was just trying to keep the peace and be positive. I wasn't trying to, pick sides and all of that. But to refer to Quad situation with the ladies, okay, not literally Quad, but Quad and including the situation.
I want to know what the beef is, and I'm just breaking the fourth wall a little bit, but what's your beef, girl? Because when we finish filming, and this is a fact, Quad is not our friend off camera. Like, she don't call us. She don't reach out to us. She with the housewives girls, them girls that be going to the thing, and and they looking for men, and I get that they go to Kenya and Nairobi, Kenya, and all over there to Africa and try to find the men, and they, thirst trapping for the gram, and they naked and all of that. Quad with them women. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't calling no names, but you know who they are. Just look back at the pictures. But what I'm saying to you is Quad don't be with us after the thing. Quad said that she wasn't around because, Heavenly had took a picture of Sweet Tea and posted it. Honestly, I'm going to just say this and I'm going to take it back. And that's a great angle for saying you haven't spoke to us. I feel like that's a great angle, and keep that angle, Quad, because it makes sense. But Quad didn't give a damn about that girl. She did not give a damn about me taking no damn picture with that girl. She, in my eyes, she felt like she had freaking frack and she didn't need me no more. That's how I felt. I felt like, you know what? She hanging with her other friends. And I know they single. You know what I'm saying? All of them thirst trapping for the gram, trying to find a man, going over to Nigeria. I'm not about that life. But I felt like, this is me, this is my feelings. Like, Quad was like, hell, you know what I'm saying? I got Phaedra now on the show. I don't really need Heavenly to back me up on nothing. So I got this bitch over here. So my question to you is, Quad, let's see how that works out for you, sister. That's all I'm going to say about it. And I'm going to keep on going.
But my question to you is,
let's let Quad tell it how it worked out for her.
And she appeared on Married to Medicine. You guys have this good, whimsical, fun girlfriend relationship. How did you find out Phaedra was coming back to the show?
Well, I had been talking to Phaedra too, but because our relationship has been long-standing. Mm-hmm. I didn't care who in Atlanta was not friends with Phaedra and who told me not to be a friend or to watch her or she's this and she's
People
that.
say that to you
all the time.
They said to watch Phaedra.
Yeah, with your eyes and another pair too. But I never felt like that about Phaedra. I never felt like that. The energy between Phaedra and I had always been good. We've always been really cool, And so I was like, yeah, I hear you all, but, she's all right with me.
So you advocated for Phaedra.
Most certainly. That was easy. That was very easy for me to do because I wanted to see her back on television. I see a reason for me not to advocate for her.
So when you advocated for Phaedra to get on the show, how did you feel in these past 2 episodes when you guys were at the table? And from what I saw, it appears she did not once advocate for you.
At the table scene was horrible. Across the board. Across the board. The table scene was horrible. And to learn that she had changed her airline ticket. I do have the text messages. And so for me to later on hear that she basically changed her flight because she didn't want to be around me or maybe wanted to go along to get along, that was devastating. I didn't understand why she would do that.
It wasn't even, from our vantage point as a viewer, Every single episode was Phaedra Quad, Phaedra Quad, Phaedra Quad. What you got, bitch? I got that, bitch. What you doing, honey? We did boom, boom, boom. And it was like the next episode after that, it was like instantly, we saw her not even utter a word in your defense. Mm-hmm. And it was shocking to us.
I mean, sometimes you have to go through these experiences to learn the lesson that you wanted to learn, because Quad had everything in front of her, was fully aware of the possibility of Phaedra being this person. No one is saying do not allow friendships and do not get your own experience from befriending someone. I'm not here for, because this person said don't mess with her, don't mess with her. I don't rock like that. So kudos to Quad for, giving Phaedra a fair chance. But now she knows. Okay, not literally Quad, but Quad and including the situation as the Titanic. I mean, come on now. The scene rehearsed, read or whatever she used over a year ago when describing the Real Housewives in Atlanta in a previous interview. That's what she said. So that's the line, the same line she used on the reunion. And the look on Quad's face when she said that. And I was like, well, there you have it. Now you know. You wanted to learn for yourself. You did not want to listen to anybody that has something to say about Phaedra, and now you know. Maybe Quad said this because you know how editing works, because people were wondering, why didn't you say this at the reunion? But Quad hopped on Twitter and she wrote, wow, she doesn't want to attach herself to the Titanic. In other words, sink, okay? Or I can't. But I helped her anger herself for the next 3 years on Married to Medicine. How soon do we forget? And I don't feel bad for a Quad, not one bit, okay? There's nothing wrong with saying, I want to get to know someone for myself. But there's no way as a human being and as a woman, you witness what Phaedra did on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. You witnessed Kandi Burrugh's tears. Those were real. You saw all of that, and you made the choice, I'm going to ignore everything. So then this shouldn't be shocking, or maybe Quad is acting, okay, because this will contribute to her storyline. Because I refuse to believe that after everything that she's clearly aware of when it comes to Phaedra, that she's surprised that Phaedra betrayed her. And then she's talking about, yes, I would love to salvage our friendship. Girl, and then after all of that, you hop on Twitter with this, X, I still call it Twitter. And of course, the good people on Twitter quickly reminded her, using her own words, how soon did you forget, okay, that Mariah brought you on as a friend? Not only did you betray her doing exactly what Phaedra did, you accused her of doing drugs, allegedly. You went that low for a check, and you want us to be sad for you? Absolutely not. So there you have it. Like I said previously, I'm wishing all of you well, and take care. Thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.